Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Today we head down to Trenton for the East Brunswick High School Class of 2019 graduation ceremony as we check out some of the highlights. Then we drop in on the DeVoe Library in the historic Old Bridge section of town for a concert and tour of the building. Rock and roll star and teen idol Bobby Rydell visits East Brunswick Public Library for an author talk and book signing. And we have information about upcoming events at Playhouse 22 and a recap of the Polish Heritage Festival. So stay with us. This Week in East Brunswick starts now. The East Brunswick High School Class of 2019 graduated on Thursday, June 20th at Cure Insurance Arena in Trenton. Let's check out some of the highlights from the ceremony.
The author of Winnie the Pooh, Alan Alexander Milne, once said, "Promise me you'll always remember. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." In this fast-paced world, it's easy to lose sight of these important reminders as we stumble blindly into our futures. However, I urge each and every one of you here today to never forget those words. Hold them near and dear to your heart throughout the years to come. As I now approach the end of my remarks, I hope to leave you all with this final message. Regardless of where we go from here or what we do, remember that we are all braver, stronger, and smarter individuals as a result of our time at EBHS, and the world is an infinitely better place for it. Thank you so much for this incredible honor, and congratulations once again to the East Brunswick High School Class of 2019.
Standing up here on stage, I can feel the emotions that fill this arena, on the floor, on the stage, and in the stands. Class of 2019, we have all come together today to help write the final lines of this chapter in your life's story and to turn the page to begin a new one. Parents, you're probably sitting up there in the stands wondering, where have all the years gone? How can we be writing the final lines of your son or daughter's high school chapter? It seemed like just yesterday you were turning the page from the early childhood chapter to that turbulent teenage chapter. Well, I guess some chapters are easier to close than others. Class of 2019, you're probably sitting there saying, "Hurry up, Dr. V, and finish so I can get my diploma. Write the final lines of the last page of this chapter." Patience. I will be quick, and you should not rush life. Enjoy writing each line in your book of life.
In order to grow, you have to be willing to push yourself. And the more you push yourself, the more likely you'll experience outcomes you had not forecasted. Instead of considering anything a failure, repurpose it as a step in your learning process. Be willing and adaptable to adjust both your approach and your expectations. Sometimes you need to move sideways before you can move forward.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around, you will be found. 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 Misery don't have to be unknown. Every time that you call out, you're a little less alone. If you only say the words from across the silence, your voice is heard. Someone will come running to take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. You will be found. You will be found. Out of the shadows, the morning is breaking, and all is new. All is new. It's filling up the empty, and suddenly I see that all is new. All is new. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not. You are not alone. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need someone to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. Even when the dark comes crashing through, you will be found. You will be found. You will be
I went down to Virginia, seeking shelter from the storm. Caught up in the Babel, I watched the tower grow. Finding plans and new deals, wrapped in golden shades. And I wonder, still I wonder, who'll stop the rain?
Hi, I'm Mark Farrer, president of the East Brunswick Museum Corporation. I'm here today at the DeVoe Appleby Music Festival. Today, we're having a music festival outside the museum. We're opening it up to the public, the Appleby DeVoe Library. People are here to listening to some folk music today and to have a good time. Also, we have some food and some things to eat here today. I'm in the Harold Hoffman room, as you can see here. Harold Hoffman was the governor during the 20s, during the Lindbergh trial. We keep his records here for the public to view. Also, too, our museum is open on Saturdays and Sundays from 1:30 to 4 p.m.
Like an old stray cat sitting on a fence. I ain't got enough dough to pay the rent. Well, I'm flat broke, but I don't care. Strut right by with my tail in the air. Stray cat strut on a lady's cat. I'm a feeling casting over. Hey, man, that's that. Should have thought of me by mean old man. Get my dinner
I'm standing here at the former DeVoe Library. This happens to be the very first library that the East Brunswick Township had. Currently not being used as a library, but is part of the East Brunswick Museum Corporation. We are a short half block away from the actual museum, and 2 years ago, the building that was on the property we're standing at right now had been slated for demolition. It was up to the board members of the museum to either try to restore it or succumb to the bulldozer. Fortunately, we had a group together, and with a lot of paint and a lot of elbow grease, we restored it to its present condition, and we're very, very proud of it. The building dates back approximately to 1820. There's a tremendous amount of history here. The building, as you may see in other photos, is very close to the highway, because in those days they didn't have paved asphalt or concrete driveways, so everything was muddy. Therefore, it's close to Main Street. We are in the East Brunswick Historic District, at the end of town, close to Old Bridge, but still in East Brunswick. We're at 166 Main Street. The Historic District was sanctified by the state and by the federal government in the 1970s by our founding members. The building has a history, as I said, from approximately 1820. At one point, it was a doctor's office. At other times, it was the home of Alice Appleby. Alice lived here for quite a long time until she got married and married Fred DeVoe. They had moved to Spotswood, and later as time went on, Fred DeVoe turned it over to the town to be used as the town's first library. There are many residents today who do remember when this was an active library.
I wanna give. I've been a miner for a heart of gold. It's these expressions I never give, keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old, keeps me searching for a heart of gold.
I'd like you to know that the East Brunswick Museum, a short half block away, is open every weekend in the afternoon from 1:30 on. If you'd like to get directions and additional information, go to our website for the eastbrunswickmuseum.org, and you can also leave a message on the telephone 732-257-1508, and someone will get back to you.
Here's a great old summer song, because it's summer. Oh, when the sun beats down and burns a tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot you wish your tired feet would buy a roof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby's where I'll be. Here comes my baby, here she comes now, and it comes as no surprise to me with another guy. Here comes my baby, here she comes now, walking with a love that's oh so fine, never to be mine, no matter how I try. Here comes the sun.
Well, I'm 77 years old right now, and I was a teen idol when I was 17 back in 1959. Well, that's very nice to hear from fans who have been fans for, God knows, 60 years, and it's still a wonderful feeling to be recognized, I guess, as a teen idol. Alan Slutsky was my co-author, and matter of fact, I had a problem back in 2012 where I had a new liver and a new kidney put inside me because I had cirrhosis of the liver, and I was drinking, quite a bit. So Slutsky came up with the idea of Teen Idol on the Rocks, A Tale of Second Chances. And on the back of the cover of the book, there's a stool, a microphone stand, and it's just a bottle of liquor, right next to me. And it kind of says everything that it has to say. And basically, that's how the title, came out. Upcoming projects, a lot of work coming up. Not only do I do my show by myself, but I work with two friends of mine, Frankie Avalon and Fabian. We have a show called The Golden Boys that we started back in 1985, and now the show's been, something like 35, 36 years old. And it's stronger today than it was back in 1985. It's really fantastic. And I don't know, there's a new movie out that won the Academy Award, Best Picture of the Year, called The Green Book. And there's a young gentleman by the name of Von Lewis who plays me at the Copacabana in New York City singing one of the songs that I recorded, that being Old Black Magic. And one of the gentlemen who's the producer of the movie, The Green Book, he's very interested in my book as well. So who knows, possibly there could be a movie about Bobby Rydell, Teen Idol on the Rocks, A Tale for Second Chances. You never know, If you put enough stuff against the wall, something's got to stick. I would just like to thank all of my fans who have been there, for so many years, going on to, I guess it's 60 years now, and they've been very faithful, very true, and they've stuck with me for 60 years. So thank you all so very much, and God bless you all. My fans can find an awful lot about me. Just go to BobbyRydell.com. It has all of the tour dates, all of the book signings, some merchandise that you can possibly want. And that's where you go. Just go to BobbyRydell.com.
Base and debauched as can be. And the knight with his banners all bravely unfurled now hurls down his gauntlet to thee. I, Don Quixote, the Lord of the Mancha, my best hearty calls and I go.
So the play that we're doing is called Man of La Mancha, and it is based on the work Don Quixote, which is by Miguel de Cervantes, and it's a literary piece, but with music. The show takes place in a prison, and Miguel de Cervantes has to defend himself and explain this great work that he's done. This is this piece that he's fighting for. They were going to burn it when he got there, and so he decides to tell his story in the matter of a charade, is exactly what he says. And so he pulls in the prisoners, and they together start to tell this story and weave the tale. At the end of the day, it's a love story.
I see heaven when I see thee, Dulcinea, and thy name is like a prayer, an angel whispers.
I would venture to say this is one of the most professional casts I have ever worked with, ever, in over 30 years. They are wonderful. They are wonderful. They are kind and compassionate to each other. And to me, that's first and foremost. You should come see this show because it's a classic, and the music is beautiful. And getting caught up in the story is part of the fun. And if you look at it in a lot of ways, it can relate to today. Don Quixote doesn't see what he wants to see in the world, and so he makes the world what he wants it to be. Performances are June 14th, 15th, and 16th, June 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and June 28th, 29th, and 30th. The evening performances are at 8, the matinees are at 3, and the 29th will be doing both, an evening performance and a matinee. The website for ticket information is www.playhouse22.org.
So we're here at the Community Arts Center, and we wanted to talk a little bit about an exciting new program that we're going to be introducing right here in East Brunswick for our residents and for the residents of the surrounding town, and that is a Summer Stage Under the Stars program that will be going on as a pilot this summer. As a way of introduction, we recently put together a Coalition for the Arts, which is a nonprofit organization here in East Brunswick, basically for the sole purpose of trying to fund programs that involve the arts, Human Relations Council, the Arts Commission, our Historical Society, and our museum through dollars that are raised outside of tax dollars. And one of our first projects that we are expecting to launch as a pilot this summer is the Summer Stage Under the Stars. Our first program is going to be Footloose, and Adam's here to talk a little bit about the program. It's part of most of the Rex programs that we do have here in the town involve a lot of work that's done over the summer, and this is going to be in addition to that. Most of you have already expected and have seen a lot of the programs that our department puts on, namely the fireworks in July, the arts program which we do in the spring. We have children's programs that go on during the summer, but most of that is funded with tax dollars. This is something that we're looking to do with generating money outside of that. We've invested significantly to make sure that we have this a successful pilot. The town is already lucky because we have a great program and a great theater here with an outdoor stage that's basically set up for this exact type of venue. And we've invested capital this year in our sound system and in the lighting so that we could make this a success. Maybe if Adam, you could talk a little bit about how that's going to work and timing, logistics, the dates that we've set aside.
Yep. Well, thank you, Mayor, for giving us the opportunity here. With Playhouse 22 in the Township in conjunction, we're pleased to present Footloose, which can be performed again outside on the amphitheater.
A play that I think many people know a lot of the music already, so that should be familiar.
Yeah, but it's definitely a familiar musical. It's based on a 1980s movie with Kevin Bacon. It's a good, fun musical to present this pilot program. Mm-hmm. We're going to be with Playhouse 22 in the Township. We're going to be presenting it July 25th, 26th, and 27th, and August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. It's going to be a great outdoor opportunity. Bring your whole family. That's going to be a Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. It's unlike our normal productions of a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunday matinees are a little tough outside under the sun, so we decided to adjust it a little bit. But it's going to be a great opportunity for the entire family to come out. Bring your lawn chairs. Bring the whole family. It's going to be affordable. A few bucks per family. We're going to have a great opportunity. We have a whole full cast out there dancing and singing. We're also going to be having auditions in early April. More information is going to be on our website soon. And we're going to encourage everybody to come out to audition. Our hope is to create a community ensemble, as we're calling it. And not just beyond our normal auditions, we're going to have people in the community, whether it's the East Brunswick Community Choir or Camp Daisy. Anybody who wants to be on stage will be able to have this opportunity to go on stage and sing and dance a little bit. You don't need much talent, just enough to carry a rhythm, which is more than I can do. But this is a great opportunity for Playhouse 22. And as you know that we have 60 years of presenting art for the community, and now we're trying this new adventure outside. And we appreciate the working with the township on putting on Footloose.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be a wonderful addition to the repertoire of things that we offer here in the township. And the fact that we have the setting already and the capacity to handle fairly large crowds here at the Community Arts Center. We'll also be looking to bring in food trucks and concessions so that we'll be able to provide food and an opportunity for people to really make a great evening out of the program, and encourage families and people outside East Brunswick also to participate in what I think should be a great opportunity for everybody.
My name is Teresa Rybinski, and I'm a chairlady of the 46th Polish Heritage Festival in East Brunswick, New Jersey. First of all, we have a lot of cars. We have a beautiful show, and we first start with the mass, and it was great. And then we have talent show. We just picked 3 children with a talent show. We have lots of vendors, good food, and lots of people. And thank God for the beautiful weather. You could see a lot of children activity. We have bouncing games over here and entertainment. We have a very good singers, Adam Hrola, which is excellent singer. We have a festival dancers, and you could see over here by the cars, and Polish traditional dancers. They just put a beautiful show for people. And we have a dancing people like professional ballroom dancers, and it's great singing and great dancing and wonderful. Why it's important? Oh my God, that's such a wonderful question, because we want to celebrate our heritage. We came from Poland, and a long time ago, some people were born here, and this is the time to get together, see the friends, and see everybody else over here, and enjoy yourself, and food, especially food, it's great.
No powiedz to, kto tu w imawie przepisał, jako własny tobie wysłał to. No powiedz to. I tak bardzo się starałem, a ty teraz nie chcesz mnie. Dla ciebie tak cierpiałem.